Oh, log recording, I guess. 6:28 in the morning, Monday, West Coast time, this 18th of March, 2024, and I'm still waiting for my damn computer to work. Barely working anyway. Grumbling and griping, Weaver, Genesee, Roseman, California. Let's get on news and do that and everybody else. Taking a little time off right now. So I gotta get this place somewhat together before working gets in here and then maintenance looks at it. And I've been trying to get myself going this morning. I had to take a nap because I was still tired and still am, but I had to take a nap to keep myself going. Survived St. Patrick's Day. A lot of crap happening on St. Patrick's Day, but now I gotta look forward to Easter. During this month, about a couple of weeks back, should have been vacation, spring vacation for all the students in the colleges. It's usually happened before or during the weekend of the spring break. And during this time, at the end of spring break would be Easter. I normally think it would be St. Patrick's Day, though. But that's what we're dealing with, isn't it? I don't know. Easter was supposed to be bringing in the memories. Easter was supposed to be bringing in something. And all I feel like I'm getting wound up or winding down. How does that work? Not quite sure. Not quite sure. But anyway, how am I doing this morning? Emotionally screwed up and physically screwed up. How about that one? Even with the sleep deprivation kicking in, I'm still on a tantrum this morning a bit. Earlier this morning, I was going on a tirade concerning about things happening politically and physically and realistically in the world. And then I get into the wind down of the tantrum stage where, okay, this happened, so why am I freaking and why am I having a psychotic effect right now as it is? Stressing over a damn meal past couple of weeks and looked at all the method options on how to cook a corned beef. I got a slow cooker, small for one guy. Small package of corned beef stuff I got. So I was trying to decide whether or not to cook this thing through the slow cooker or try it again and try not to make tongue out of this thing. Got a bit of water in it. Got the seasonings in it and dumped a half of a little partial chunk of an onion in there. I figure I can cook off the flavor. Try to make it less salty. I've seen the other methods of people trying to put pork cooking in chicken stock or at least chicken bouillon cubes. And I'm thinking to myself, do I really need to do this stuff? Not really. But the onion was good. Every time I'm cooking meat, I'm always cooking it with onion. If I'm going to be boiling the meat or simmering the meat, let's put some onion in it. Get a little kick out of the damn thing. I don't go for garlic anymore. Even if I happen to eat onion, that still gives me a bit of flatulence issue. Gas. So I have to be wary and wondering about that one there too. And this time the corned beef came out as my brother would have fixed it. Instead of cooking about 3 or 4 hours, I cooked it about 5 or 6 hours. Just boil the thing up and then simmer the damn thing on medium. Just simmer it for several hours. It's about the fourth or fifth hour at that time. I decided, okay, fork it, see what's going on, and it just poked the living darling. And it came out tender. Scooped it up, scooped it out, scraped it off. That was the best corned beef I ever fixed for myself. Usually I try to fix something else in place of an Irish meal. But this one, had my carrots, had my vegetables, had my potatoes, and had my corned beef. So I was Irish. And then comes the other challenge, Easter. You're probably wondering how come I'm saying that. Easter? Two holidays, one week after another, both on Sunday. Coincidence or something else? I don't know. But still. Bought a huge thing of pickling, and I'm not quite sure what the hell I'm going to do with it. Haven't even opened this stuff. I'll just keep it closed and ready for maybe another boiling of meat or something. I'll just pickle the thing. So at least I got that ready to go. The backup meal was supposed to be Mexican. You know, hamburger seasoned just like Taco Bell, except you get the cheap stuff to season it up with. Cans of refried beans, boxes of Spanish rice, canned tomato pieces, tortillas, chopped lettuce, shredded cheese. Had to have chips and salsa. If this was Cinco de Mayo, I was ready for it. This wasn't. This was for St. Patrick's Day. Now, how would St. Patrick be celebrated in Mexican style? It's like trying to celebrate Thanksgiving meal with a pizza. I've done that before. Even with hamburgers, I've celebrated that one. Or with hot dogs or sausages or something. Something other than cooked turkey. A nice roasted turkey. Okay, well, you get the turkey microwave stuff and you heat it up on a steamer. There's a Thanksgiving meal right there. Or get processed turkey sandwiches. Or you just get the usual chicken stuff from the store and it's already roasted, so you cut that into pieces. Then you get the rest of your stuff and call it Thanksgiving. Whatever you do for Thanksgiving, that's one thing. But we got Easter coming up. Easter is supposed to be the holiday when it comes down for Judeo-Christian, an affirmation in the faith of life ever after. Christ is risen, therefore we have to celebrate it with ham and potato salad. Why? I don't know. There's also Easter eggs in a basket. Why? I don't know. There's also candy in a basket. Why? I don't know. I accepted these things as such a long time ago as a kid. All these traditions, never questioned. Never bothered to change and mutate them in any way, shape, or form. So I've been asking myself, why am I doing this to myself? And the question is, I don't know. I do the traditions to keep the things alive for my family. If I'm going to be doing a ham, then I have to order it and have it heated, or get it from store, heat it that way. Since there's no working oven, there's only the stove, so I can only do what I can. Cut the pieces up, put it on a plate, and heat it that way. Of course, the microwave would have been nice somewhere, and I can heat it up that way. And then there's the thing about the potato salad. My brother had a way of fixing potato salad. He was trying to balance things out left and right. You take Miracle Whip, you take your mustard, not the yellow, but the brown. And then he would have honey or sugar, or maybe both. And he'd try to balance out the flavor a bit. I mean, it's easy enough to get the eggs done. Boil them up, hard boiled. I mean, as soon as they're done with the presentation during Easter time, you crack them open, get all the meat out of the shell there. You get your onions, celeries, or whatever you're going to throw in the damn thing for the potato salad. Big, huge bowl he would use. I mean, a big honkin' mixing bowl. I'm not talking about ceramic. I'm talking about metal. We would take about 4 or 5, 6 potatoes already boiled already. Either we'd peel them originally or not. Didn't matter. Mind eating the skin when I was younger and had teeth. These days, I don't know. So, so after my brother keeps using me for the guinea pig, I mean, some of the variations are okay. Well, if you just use the saltier stuff without using all that mustard and other things in it. But this is different. This is different. So I guess the tradition's going to be the same. I'm going to have to be a mix master when it comes down for the right balance I'd like. A balance that my brother would say, well, is this right? Is this right? Is this right? Is this right? He had different variations that we would use left and right. So there was no correct variation, no subtle level. And just enough to cover the stuff, you know. Not too salty, not too sweet, not too vinegary, not too acidic. Not There had to be a balance in there somewhere. Of course, when it came down for the ham, man, we'd once in a great while, if we could, we'd go for some other hams. When we were able to, we were able to get the stuff from Honey Baked. Always the Honey Baked. Of course, when we had the ovens working, we'd get the Honey Baked that way. But we could eat the ham cold. You don't have to heat the ham up. You can eat the thing cold. For me, I don't do the full ham or the full half ham. I just do the quarter portion of it. It's the only thing I can stand. I can only stand eating the ham for so long before I'm like, ah. Can't freeze the stuff because after you freeze the stuff, take it out and eat it that way, it's even worse. So you have to scarf it like 3 or 4 days. It had to be a small amount of it. Drove me crazy on that one. So that I'm going to have to figure out today. And if I am able to, get it from the store, I'm not going to stress as much. I got plenty of hams over there. I can still do a ham salad or a ham sandwich on that one. Or I just say hell with it. Do a new tradition, not a damn thing. But no, it has to be the tradition that I'm doing. Because in order for me to feel the holiday is going to be the holiday, I have to do what I got to do with. Boil the eggs, color them, dye them, fridge them, them for a while, then afterwards put them out, get the photographic display in a basket. After I get the display going on, put them back in the refrigerator, save them to the point where I'm going to be cracking living crap out of them, and then getting egg salad mixed out of it, or putting in it with potatoes. It gets harder and harder for me to deal with. It's getting harder and harder for me to even work with this thing. And I'm not quite sure how to deal with it. The holiday is literally almost around the corner. It's not for me understanding what the religious tone of the holiday is. It's the things that I lived with for a hell of a long while. And still asking myself, is it worth it? Does it need to be done? Does it need to be done this way or that way or something else? Now I'm just looking around to see if my dog's awake, walking around. I have been wound up so much trying to worry about a simple meal of corned beef and cabbage. And here comes Easter. And I'm like, oh crap, now what have I got to do? Do I got to order candy now? I've got old pieces of candy I could still use for as props. Kept it in the refrigerator all this long. Yeah, well, chocolate does last long. I'm not quite sure about the other processed stuff. I used to have candy eggs, Hershey eggs, Reese's eggs, peanut butter and chocolate. Big bunny or small bunny, solid. Got stronger, younger teeth, no problem. Older teeth, forget it. Don't even try. Something to represent Easter, a bunny. I already got a bunny. Scarfield. I got him in there. Got a small teddy bear to throw in there too. In the basket. Something that probably would represent an Easter theme. Got a holiday area worked out here. I said a long time ago. Got an old stereo. It's older than I am. Used the top portion of it as a holiday stand or display area. I think I'm hearing her. Not quite sure. No, I'm hearing things. But I'm waiting to hear from my dog anyway. Wondering what's going on this morning. I'm looking outside this morning when I was taking care of a few things out there, and I was feeling as I'm looking at the sunrise. Old, tired, what am I doing to myself? Easter's coming up, and I worked myself up frizzy just because of an Irish holiday, an Irish meal. And now I gotta work myself up for a Christian holiday. One about reclamation, one about revitalization. About something that's supposed to be spiritual. And I'm looking at the sunrise. And I'm thinking, God almighty, how old I am right now. That's probably the thought in the back of my head. Just wanted to pop out right now as it is. it kind of gets to me when I start thinking about it's going to be the nearly, and it shouldn't have to be, last of a holiday season. A rebirth of something. We look at spring as the rebirth of a new time, of new hope. I feel like I'm still old man winter. I'm still stuck in that. I'm old and cold and sleeping in the ground. Not willing to pop up and face the day. I'm like to everybody else, just leave me the hell alone. Just trample along the surface of the ground if you want, but me, I'm still a plant underneath. I'm sleeping. Leave me the hell alone. Until something else kind of scoops me out and wakes me up, and I'm pissed off at hell at the world. No, that's not it. I don't know. Something else about this time. I shouldn't be thinking all these damn deep thoughts about it. Maybe it's a accumulation of dust around the place. Or maybe it's just the attitude. My emotions mixed in with the dust. It's depressing as hell. And there goes my mother. My little dog. She's waking up and I'm hearing her. So we'll do the griping and grumbling a little bit later.